Hello everybody, it's Mr. Montgomery again. If you're new here, welcome. If you've of course been here before, then welcome back. We are still in Unit 11, and today we are on lesson number 6. And more importantly, we're on this page right down here that I wrote nice and big. 473. If you don't have this page open, pause the video, get your Robot Turtle book, open it back to 473, and then hit the play button. But if you still have the video playing, we're going to keep on rolling. So let's clear this and let's see what they want us to do today. Make up a story about 60 minus 40. Then solve the subtraction problem. Here's the best part, guys. So we've been learning different ways to solve these subtraction problems. You can use a number line. You can use a 100 chart. You can use mental math ideas that we've talked about, and you get to pick whatever works for you, which is what I kind of say all the time. Even though we learn new ways, I always say use what works for you, no one else. It doesn't matter what works for me, what works for your friend Sam, doesn't matter. What works for you, stick with it. Okay, but they want us to make up a story. So let's go ahead and make up a story, and you can make one up with me. So we're going to make a line. You're going to put a person's name here. Any person you want. So you could put Sam. You can put, let's see, Tanya. Any friend you want, okay? I'm going to let you guys be a little creative here. Okay, blank, whoever person you want to put, has, oh man, has what? What do you think? Should he have stickers, gum? Yeah, let's do gum. I really want a piece of bubble gum. He has 60, because that is our total. That's what we're going to start with. He has 60 pieces of gum. Oh, I'm starting to write cursive here. I don't want to do that. Sorry, guys. Pieces of gum. Okay. And since we are subtracting, what do you think is going to happen to this gum? Is he going to chew it? Is he going to get more gum? Or is he going to give it away? Well, if we're subtracting, the gum has to go away, right? So I always like to say that he's being super nice, whoever your friend is, he or she, and they're going to give it away. So blank has 60 pieces of gum. Then, well, if you wrote about a boy, you're going to put he. If you wrote about a girl, you're going to put she. Then he gave away how many pieces? Well, if you're not sure, look back at your number sentence. So I'm going to zoom in really quick. Oh my gosh, I zoomed in so much. Look at that. Now we definitely can't miss those numbers. So we already used 60, right? So how much is getting taken away? Well, that's 40. Try to zoom out a little bit here. Oh gosh, I zoomed out too much. Okay, so now he's going to give away 40. And we'll write pieces. P-I-E-C-E-S. Give away 40 pieces. And to end this, you want to find out the part that we found, right? We want to know that missing part, not the total. So we're not going to use words like in all. We're going to say something like how many pieces are left. And of course, we are asking something, so we put a question mark. Boom, done. we just made a very quick story problem about this subtraction sentence that they gave us. So now we're going to solve it. And we can, of course, solve this any way we want. Any way you want at all. So you can use a 100 chart. You can use a number line. You can use your brain and just do some mental math. Either way is fine. Or, oh my gosh, how could I forget this? You could always draw a quick picture. So actually, since we've been doing this a while, guys, I want to give you a moment to try this on your own any way you want. So I'm going to give you a quick moment, and then I'll show you one or two ways that you could have solved it. All right, if you're still working on this, that's fine. Pause the video, keep working. If you're all done, let's check your work to make sure that we're doing this right in any way you want to do it. So if we wanted to, well, we can just make a quick picture. Let me pick some fun colors here. I like using red and blue. So there's, oh, let me get a little bit wider. There we go. So since we have 60, we can make 6 10 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, so after we wrote our total, we have to look at how many we're going to take away, which is 40. And how many tens is that? Well, that's 4 10 sticks. Or you can also count by tens as you cross them out. 10, 20, 30, and 40. How many do we have left? We have 2 tens. How much is 2 tens? Well, that is 20. See, not too scary, guys. You've been practicing this. And so just use what works for you. Now, if I know some friends like to use a 100 chart, so if you would like a 100 chart, check it out. So we have 60. It's right there. And if we're taking away 40, which way are we going to jump? Are we going to jump going towards the 100 and get bigger? Or jump towards the smaller numbers and go up? Well, when we subtract, we always jump up towards those small numbers. So let's go ahead and do that, and we can count by tens. So when we count to 40, we will stop. 10, 20, 30, and 40. And we still get 20. Either way you want to do it, guys, that is a-okay. All right, so let's go ahead on to the next page and do some more practice problems. All right, the next page number is 474. Make sure you turned your page in your workbook. You're on the same page as me. You see this little girl that is kind of just hanging out at the top of the workbook page with a 100 chart and a number line. All right. Oh, and you guys can, of course, use the number lines too. I just know that a lot of friends weren't a big fan of it, so I'm not going to focus on it too much. So let's go ahead and check out what they have for us down here with number 1. And of course, you guys know me. I like to just kind of erase this answer here that they gave us, so we can work through it together, and you can try the other ones on your own. I always like to make sure I work with you guys a little bit before I let you try some. Oh man, the people that made this book are so swell. They gave us part of a 100 chart right here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All right, so if you don't have a 100 chart with you, here is a 100 chart that we can use right here if you'd like to use a 100 chart. But of course, if you'd like to draw a quick picture, you can do that right underneath each problem. So don't worry, you have plenty of space. Or you can do it above the problem, whichever works for you. Okay, so we have 70 minus 10. Now, if we wanted to use this 100 chart, we would find 70, which is right here. And then we take away 10. Now, there's a few ways you can look at it. You can either count by tens, or you can look at this tens place number, see that there's a 1, and you just take one jump. That's a little trick that I use all the time. So there's a 1 in the tens place, so I take one jump, and I land on 60. And like I was saying earlier, you can just count by tens if that's easier. Whatever works for you guys. You know, you guys know it doesn't matter to me. As long as you're able to get the right answer, I'm cool with it. I'm sure your teacher's cool with it too. So if we want to count by tens instead, we're just going to count by tens to the number 10. 10. Stop. We'll still land on 60. So now we know how they got the number 60 for their answer. So go ahead and try number 2. Again, use any method you want. There is no wrong way to do this. So you can use the 100 chart, you can draw a picture, you can use some mental math, whatever works for you. Give you guys a quick moment. All right, if you're still working, just like before, pause the video. Then when you're ready, hit play, and you can check your work at your own pace. Now, for my friends that are all done, let's check this out. So we have 60 minus 20. If we want to do some mental math, you can just do 6 minus 2, and you get 4, and you bring the 0 on over, right? And you have 40. If you wanted to use the 100 chart, you find 60, and you take away 20, so you can count by tens as you jump up. 10, 20, and you still get 40. You see, either way, we got 40 as our answer. All right, next I'm going to let you guys try number 3 and 4 completely on your own, all right? Try those two completely on your own, and then we'll go over it together again really fast. All right, if you're still working, again, pause the video, take your time. There's no rush. You go at your own pace. That's the awesome thing about these videos. So if you're still working, hit the space bar, pause the video. Then when you're ready, hit play. For my friends that are all set to go, let's check number 3 and 4 together. So if we have 43 as our total, that's the first number we need to find. So we find 43, and then we are going to take away 10. So we're going to jump up towards these smaller numbers until we count to 10. And 10. Oh, that was just so fast, man. But we found it. So our answer is 33. Another way you could think about it is if you want to draw a picture, 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, right? And then 3 ones. 1, 2, and 3. You take away a 10. What do you have left? You have 3 tens and 3 ones. 33. The same answer we got on that 100 chart. Okay, and for number 4, we have 70 minus 30. Again, if we want to use the 100 chart, because I know a lot of friends like to use it, you find the total first, which is 70, and then you're going to take away 30. So let's start jumping up, because we're taking away, so we jump towards those smaller numbers going up. And we're going to do that until we count to 30 by tens. Ready? And 10, 20, and 30. So we landed on 40. So that is our answer. 70 minus 30 is 40. Or if you would rather draw a picture, draw 7 tens. That makes 70. 5, 6, 7. And then you take away 30, which is 3 tens. 1, 2, 3. You can also count these by tens if it's easier. 10, 20, 30. And you see we have 4 10 sticks left, which is 40. So either way, you get the right answer. Alright friends, I know this is kind of a short video, but we kind of already learned all the tough stuff already. So today we were just really practicing and making sure we kept using what works best for us. That was it. All right. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you guys are feeling more and more comfortable and confident with subtracting tens. Now, if you're still confused, if you're having a rough time, make sure you let your teacher know. I mean, don't jump into the class and start yelling and saying that you don't understand. Don't interrupt if they're teaching. But make sure you raise your hand and let them know. So if you're not in my classroom, make sure you let your teacher know that this is all done and ask him or her what they would like you to do next. If you are in my class, let's go to our independent work. We are on our man in the blue box. Go to classwork. And our first activity is 11-6, quick check. That's our first one. And then after you're done that, do 11-6, extra practice. This is our IXL assignment. Okay? And I want you to try to get 100%. Get 100% on that, okay? I don't want you to give up. I want you to keep trying. Get very comfortable with subtracting tens. And that's it, guys. I hope you're doing okay with this. If you're struggling, let me know. But please be respectful to other friends in the classroom if I'm still teaching. And raise your hand. But I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.